because it's by the end of this episode, it seems like signs are pointing to Griffin being the one to take Tessa into the pond. What can you all tease about the fallout of that, of what Del has to say about that? Well, I mean, Alice is still in the past during this conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do have a question about that.
Del hasn't been as forthcoming as she could have been, and one of the recurring themes in this show is the things we do to try to protect and preserve each other. Sometimes make things more complicated, and so nobody's immune from that, least of all the matriarch.
Yeah, what you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
And I think
does.
no one expects that their family member is going to fall into a time traveling pond and unearth every family secret that's ever.
Until this show, now people are going to be looking out for it left and right.
But she really, I get why she would move forward thinking that would be the less painful option for her and Elliot's relationship, because you just don't think anyone's going to dig up everything that we've dug up in this show.
Yeah.
I was going to that because I absolutely love the Elliot and Del scenes that we get in general, but also in this episode, they're so good. From talking about Elliot getting 5 more minutes with Colton to Del saying he's been an honorary at Landry for a long time. So now that we're getting all this information that she didn't share before, that's not changed anything, though, for that dynamic, is it?
I think that they're both coming to see each other in higher fidelity all the time. Like when the truth comes out, even if it's turbulent, you start to learn why they made that decision. And we watch Elliot and Del. It's rocky because they both really mean a lot to each other. And if you think about it, when Kat and Alice were gone for all these years, it was really just Elliot and Del. And Elliot sort of was there for Del when nobody else was. And so the opportunity opened up, even if it's opened up by a feeling of betrayal, there's the enduring love that is hopefully going to be there. Going to always be there.
Everyone was like, where did this brother, all of a sudden we're talking about a brother, and you kind of miss it in the first couple seasons. Like you're kind of like, oh yeah, I know there's like does he have a brother, or like, you know. And then when you go back and you do a rewatch, you see that they've been planting the seeds of this for so long. And even people who've lived through every single scene that you see on your TV, we were sort of like, oh yeah, that brother, like not paying much attention to it. But then shooting that scene at the end of episode 2 with the motorcycle going by, you get kind of like a chill where you're like, oh yeah, this is the thing that our showrunners have been planting the seeds for this whole time. And so as an actor, that's really exciting because you get sort of like, here we go, because you didn't even notice, and now you get to play it out and you know that the audience is going to be excited. So
sometimes we weren't even aware of the Easter eggs either.
No.
Like early on, like if I go back and do a rewatch, even at lines that were my own, I was like, oh.
Now I get it.
They must have been behind the camera being like, yes.
just hoping we'd get that far, yeah.
Tears.
Yeah, I think it's really painful, to be perfectly honest. Like, she finally gets to have this beautiful moment with her grandfather, and then she has to spend this time knowing that she's a big part of why he doesn't live out the rest of his days with Del, with all of them, and somehow she's the one that gets 5 more minutes, and then 5 more minutes, and then 5 more hours, and then another 5 minutes. Like, I just don't know how you could be okay with that. So I think that as much as that conversation was really healing for Alice and for their family in general, I think it complicates her relationship to what was like a really sweet summer time with her friends. And so, like we always do on the way home, we make things complicated.
Just can't help it.
Kat's the one who gets to go back to 1925. And when I spoke with your EPs, they stressed how much fun that time is, and it is. It is fun. Talk about filming those scenes.
We had such a ball. Each character was every bit the kind of incredible, like, well-rounded, thought-out Like any like the olden movies, like you see that they're so I don't know, developed or I believed everybody would have been from that time. All of our actors and actresses that came in, it was just so much fun. And I was so glad when they said before we started this season that Kat was finally going to have a chance to go back and actually be excited about where she was at some point. And, you know, for her to be there with and understand the dynamics of who Grandma Fern is and why Grandma Fern was the way that she was. Because when you first meet young Fern and you think of where she got, you're like, whoa, okay, some stuff went down. And so for her to kind of, Kat just gets mesmerized by this incredibly, like, vibrant, you know, complicated, but just like a force to be reckoned with. Like she's just, and chalk that up to, you know, Bianca, who plays young Fern, where she's like an incredible dancer, incredible singer, incredible artist, and she just played. She just got to play. And she even had like a lot of say as far as like when you see more of like the musical side come from her, whatnot, her choreography, like she choreographed. And when you see it, I'm so excited for everybody to see it. I'm so excited for everyone to meet Fern. That it's like chef's kiss.
How much are you going to be part of the musical part of it?
Well, you can say.
Who can say?
No comment.
It's always a surprise around here. Oh, that's gonna.
I want to know. Right.
It's kind of like a good, hey, I'm gonna give you a talking to, lady. Well, as Kat being a mom herself, and you know, not ever imagining how, you know, what the scenario would have been, why she's, you know, where she is, and how she could do that. Like, so it's inconceivable that, you know, how that would have all come about, and for her to get to a place where she could hopefully maybe confront the situation, then that gives her something that she can bring back to Elliot to kind of say, hey, let's start to figure out how to heal through this, or let it go, or, you know, really decipher what's behind it, and like her who, what, where, when, how, and why, essentially.
And then
She's an investigator, journalist, so you know she's going to be a pain in the ass about it too.
but in the best way.
In the best way.
It's in this episode that we get some great Del and Elliot scenes, which I loved. The talking about Elliot getting 5 more minutes with Colton, and then Del saying he's been an honorary Landry for a long time. Now we know that she made a pact with Colton, and she's going to tell them about Griffin and like the possible connection to Elliot's mom. How has it been for her just to be keeping that and to be keeping something from Elliot?
Oh, to know a secret, to have a secret. Well, I can understand the complex reasons of knowing how much you should tell somebody and how much more would you hurt them by telling them something. I mean, it's such a delicate situation. And it's only because of the things that come up in season 4 that forces her to say the things that she ends up saying to Elliot, that talking about what the history of his mother.
I just have to say, I love that relationship so much on the show.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it is a beautiful relationship. It has been a very nice, sweet relationship.